What's up, guys and gals? Welcome to the video. So today I started out with the Adductor Machine. Now this is a pretty common piece of equipment that most gyms will have, and it works the adductors, as you might have guessed, in a very unique way. So this is a really good way to warm up that groin, crotch, thigh region for heavy squats and deadlifts. I think I did 2 sets of 20, just trying to squeeze and get as much blood into that area as possible. Then I moved on to Sumo Deadlifts, working up to a heavy set of 3. And this wasn't a PR or anything. I still feel a little bit under the weather, as you might hear in my voice. So I think when you're a little bit sick, it's important to hold back and not really push it to the limit. So a pretty good set of 3 there. I was happy with that. Then I moved down and did 5 sets of 5 with 160. So for me on the Sumo Deadlift, the main cue, the main visualization that I use is trying to push my feet into the floor. I'm not thinking about lifting the bar at all. I'm just thinking about pushing the floor away. So I'm actually not lifting the weight. I'm lifting the world. I'm pushing it away. Alright? So think about that next time you're deadlifting. That'll keep you in the right positions, and that'll keep your back healthy as well. Both of which are very, very important. Then I moved to farmer's walks. I actually did just 1 set. Obviously this is sped up quite a bit. I'm not that fast. And this is great for the forearms. It's great for the back. It's great for the grip strength. It's not really much of a leg exercise, even though you can see my legs moving a lot. But it's an overall very, very good exercise. Then I moved on to hamstring curls. I think I did a set of about 15 with full range of motion. So it's important to really squeeze at the top of the movement, contract the hamstring, and it's also important to control the lowering phase. So you don't want to really be swinging and flailing. You want to squeeze and then control the lowering. Then when I got 15 reps, I actually did partials in the bottom half of the movement. So with this type of movement, the hardest part is at the top and the easiest part is at the bottom. So when you fail getting to the top, you can start and do partials at the bottom, and those really burn. Then I moved on to good mornings. So this is again another hamstring exercise. And this also works the core and the lower back and glutes all pretty extensively. This is one of the hardest lower back movements that you can do. Really focus on sitting back, keep your weight on your heels, and push your hips back. If you need to re-brace between each repetition, feel free to do so. Here's a set with 60 kilos, which is about as heavy as I go with these. Again, look at my back. It's quite flat. But on these last few reps, you can see it round over just a little bit. Okay, so that's a pretty clear sign for me that I shouldn't go any heavier. So it's important to know your body and know what weights and what positions you should use. Then I moved on to quad extensions or leg extensions. So with this exercise, it's really important to focus on squeezing the quads. In a squat, your quads are going to work just fine. But in this, you really need to focus on squeezing the muscle that you're trying to use. Otherwise, it's pretty useless. Then I moved on to walking lunges. Now, I did these with 40 kilos per hand, which was maybe a little bit ambitious today. But I think I did 2 sets of 10 steps, and these are really good. These work basically the whole body, your quads, your glutes, your hamstrings, your forearms, your traps, your rear delts. All right, then I moved on to side bends. These are really good for the obliques, working the sides of your abs, and they'll also work a little bit of your spinal erectors. So if you want a thicker lower back, these are also pretty good. Don't use a huge range of motion. It's really just, 3 or 4 inches, maybe 5 at most. Hey, that's what she said. And then I moved on to Smith machine calf raises. These are also sped up by a speed of 4x. So they're actually done a lot more slow and controlled, squeezing the muscle at the top. I did 10 reps straight ahead, 10 reps toes together, 10 reps toes apart, and then a few reps with straight ahead again. All right, so I hope you like that. I'll put the reps and everything on the screen and try out those exercises. I know you'll get really good results.